GMC G3500 mini box truck. It's about 10 feet. Obviously I rented this from U-Haul. It's pretty nifty little truck. It's got a 4.3 liter V6, which is about 270 horsepower. Make this go up. Pretty roomy. Very echoey. Hello, hello, back in here. Cool, make sure it's not. Well, there you go. As always, the Arizona license plate. Come around the side. Let's see if this is unlocked. I'm gonna throw that in the middle for now. Hop in. Crank windows. Yeah, I love this. Love crank windows. It's got a nice little AC. No glove compartment, oddly enough. I don't know why this is coming down like that. Got a nice outlet. Radio, obviously. Air conditioning, as always. Standard, you know. Stuff like that. Turn traction control on and off. Got a cigarette port. Move the seats back and forth. It's got what I assume is some sort of first aid kit. So yeah, let's hop in the driver's seat. This has a foot brake, and then pull that to release it. Turn the dome lights off, auto lights and such. Not sure what these buttons do. Assuming they're for the dash. See cigarette port, you can see the tow mode, cup holders, seat belts and whatnot. Let's get it on. As you can see, it works pretty well. Let's open up the hood. There it is. 2016 engine, 4.8 liter, as you can see right there. V6. It's about 7,500 pounds, a little more. So yeah, it sounds like it runs okay. Got these little side mirrors, no rear view mirror. Let's hop in, get this out of my way, and let's get going. Release like this, you lock it, unlock it over here. Anyway, put it down, drive these doors, man. There we go, and let's start. Now, you'll see the title of this video and you're probably going to be thinking, mini box truck? It's a box truck. What's the difference? And yeah, I mean, it is a regular standard box truck, but I would rather consider this a mini box truck just because of how much of a behemoth some of U-Haul's other ones are, especially that 26 foot. That one felt huge. Pause. I put it down to manual. There's a little plus and minus over here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a weird humming sound. I don't know what it is, but it keeps humming. Turn the towing mode off. It doesn't really do anything since I'm not towing anything. The shifting feels okay. I mean, obviously it's delayed, much like a lot of auto manuals kind of are. lookout has to tell you to shift from park to press the brake pedal as if you're gonna do anything else. Down. And I'm gonna put it back into drive. Wait for these guys to go. This doesn't really feel too different from a regular car or a regular truck or whatnot. I have driven some pretty big pickups back when I was at the auction house, more specifically the Dodge Ram. I believe it was the 3500, but it didn't have the big box on the back, but it was pretty high up and pretty heavy, and the turning radius was definitely worse than this. As you can see, it has like a miles per gallon little cluster there, and I don't even know if it's accurate or if it's connected properly. I doubt it. But yeah, this feels a lot better than I feel like a box truck should, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I have driven other box trucks, specifically the 26 foot, and that one handled very well for what it was. And I gotta say, this is kind of similar. It obviously, you feel that it's a box truck. Like, I'm bouncing pretty high right now, bouncing up and down. It feels like I'm in a box truck, but at the same time it doesn't, you know. I can see these got the side mirrors, no rear view mirror obviously because the box is in the back, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I worked for the post office, so I didn't have a rear view mirror back then, and I've driven other box trucks obviously. The braking as well doesn't really feel like it takes that long. I like to ease into the brakes on a lot of vehicles, so, or on every vehicle I drive, and it's pretty easy to do that with this box truck. And honestly, it kind of embodies that whole mini box truck feeling, because this feels more like a pickup, if anything, which I'm sure I think they may use this as like this chassis, the 3500, as like a dually pickup, but I'm not sure. I usually see the Denali without the little cab in the back to make it a SUV. I see those, those I've heard not so good things about. This doesn't feel too bad. Like, it's a box truck. I think they probably made this with the intention of it being fairly reliable, just because it's a box truck, and box trucks are a whole different market. So it's probably mechanically different than a lot of regular pickup trucks, but at the same time, I don't know. You know, as people always say, things are built to fail nowadays, but I don't know if that's true for bigger, heavier duty vehicles, because semi-trucks still tend to go millions of miles without many major problems, and box trucks go probably hundreds of thousands without problems, if I had to guess. I've seen plenty of people on the internet with box truck YouTube channels that seems like they don't usually have too many problems with their box truck. Oh, this is gonna suck. I'm actually going to turn around just because I can't really see out that side, and I don't like that. After we pass this guy, I do want to do a full-on flat out. To the floor. Oh man, that's a lot of bumps. That felt very, very bumpy. That was about 70 miles an hour. Not too bad, actually. This has a lot of pull. I mean, obviously with something like this, you're gonna have a lot of torque, especially if it has a specific towing mode. I don't know if that changes anything. I don't really think it does. It didn't feel any different when I was turning it on and off. No, not really. Maybe it's a little less, like, has a little less kick, but I'm not even sure. Yeah, that felt pretty good, actually. A lot of fun to just go flat out in one of these, I gotta say. If I just had a straight line, I would try to take this over 100 if I could, but not here. I need to put on the turn signal. You see, got the hazard lights on the top of the steering wheel, as a lot of American cars tend to have. Pretty good. That was less of a just step on the gas and more of kind of an ease into it. Felt pretty good. Again, it picks up speed pretty well. It's got torque, you know. Obviously there's no weight in the back, as you guys saw earlier in the video, and I wouldn't drive this with weight anyway. But it's a pretty able little vehicle. Well, little box truck. It's a little compared to other box trucks, but compared to normal cars, this is a doozy. So, as you can see, I'm towering over those regular pickups. They do sell like F350s and Silverado 3500s, but you don't really see those as commonly as you see F-150s and 250s and Silverado 1500s. So it's not too bad. The roads aren't littered with people driving these, because you know how it is with trucks like these. Most people probably aren't equipped to drive them, maybe-ish, but maybe they are, but I don't think. Oh, I got some flaggers over here. Construction. Yeah, as you know, most people just aren't really equipped to drive these. Alright, gotta make sure I'm not hitting any of the cones. Alright, I'm clear. Big thing with these is that you just gotta use, especially that mirror, to make sure you're clear when you're making turns where there's a curb on the side or there's a cone on the side or anything. Just make sure your turning radius is clear, because you don't want to hit anything, especially when driving one of these. You don't want to be one of those guys that's, you know, not fit in to drive one of these, because it's a lot of fun. I gotta say, I'm having a blast. As you guys know, I love box trucks. Really anything box truck, bigger. I mean, I'm not a big pickup guy. I thought they were fun to drive when I was at the auction house, but I don't think I would own one. But something like a box truck, you know, just to haul some cargo and whatnot, I think that would be great. Alright. Go around this turn, make sure I'm clear. Yes, okay. Now, show you guys a lane change in one of these. Really, in one of these, you can't check your blind spot, but those mirrors kind of make up for that. So you have to really be certain that you are clear. So I'm going to get a little bit of distance, just a little bit. Obviously, he's able to stop faster than me, so it's not like I'm going in front of another box truck or a semi, so I don't have to get that much distance, but I do like to get a little bit of distance just to make sure I'm 100% clear. More of a precaution than anything. If you're one of those people that likes to cut right in front of people, then there's probably nothing I can say that'll make you drive differently, but whatever. Yeah, I really, I gotta say, I'm always a huge fan of cars with mirrors like this. They are a huge help. I love them. You can see so much more. They're awesome, and you can adjust them by hand, and that's honestly, that is one thing that's a little iffy, just because if somebody else has to drive it and then they have to adjust it, it's a little harder to get it, because you have to kind of reach out the window and do it, or you have to do it, at least for that one over there, you got to kind of get out or go to the passenger seat and do it, so you have to keep switching back and forth, which is annoying, but I do like these mirrors. They really offer a great view. But yeah, these are so much fun to drive. I would be perfectly fine owning one of these and taking it around and, you know, over the road or whatever, and doing cargo runs and whatnot, because they are impeccable. Obviously though, I like the 26-foot one a little bit better. This one's a little more nimble, but that one was so much fun. Loved it. It was a blast. Want to close the vents, you gotta do that. Slide it up and down. I guess that gives information on the song. I don't know. Might be Bluetooth in this thing. Alright, come into the gas station. Go a little wide on things. Don't need to go left just to go right, but I will go a little wide on this. Make sure I can get up the little hill. I'm gonna go around this way, just because I have to go out that way to get to the U-Haul rental place. And clear. Go to this pump over here. Very nimble, I gotta say. Full rotation on that. You can kind of line the tank up with the pump, because that mirror is so great. In reverse, give it a reverse a little bit, just to show you guys what it's like to reverse it. Pull it up a little more. There we go. So that was it. I'm sorry if that was a little bit of a short video, and if I haven't been uploading as much, you know, I haven't. Oh, wow, that's great. I haven't really been able to get access to very many cars recently. That's why I had to go and get another U-Haul. That's usually the easiest option. There's two more I haven't done. I've done the 26-foot box truck, the 10-foot box truck, and the cargo van. I have yet to do there's a step up from this one, and then a step up from that one, and that's a step below the 26 foot. So there's two in between. There is a version of the van that's, instead of it being the Ford Transit, it's the Chevy Express, which I want to do that one, but they don't have that one over here. So I'm going to have to find another location maybe, I don't know. It's got a steering wheel similar to this one. But yeah, this was a fun video. I love these U-Haul trucks. They're awesome. But yeah, if you enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe. I'm really close to 500 subscribers, trying to get there by the end of the year. So yeah, thank you for watching. See ya.